So I decided to do a Q&A for this next video because I am cool like that. So on Twitter I asked you to do a hashtag Kate or Ask Kate, and I got a ton of questions. However, I picked out a few on here. Yes, that is One Direction in my iTunes, don't judge me. There we go, that's much better. Without further ado, let's read some questions. First question was asked by Asking Alexander. How did you and Tom meet? Well, I'm pretty sure I've explained this in every single other video of mine. So let's just refer back to this one, how I met Tom. Minecraft. Okay, now next question. Mohit _ right put 28 asks, what's your addiction? Okay, like seriously, I think this is becoming a problem because anytime I go shopping, I have to buy a panda. Now, it's easy to fall in love with these cute little guys and maybe get one, but you have to understand, I've spent like a couple $100s on pandas, and the only reason why it's a couple hundred is because I actually spent like 180 on one. I know, don't judge me. It's hard work paid off of saving my whole life. But pandas and then Dr. Pepper, I really can't go longer than like 2 days without Dr. Pepper or I become really, really angry and I have all the withdrawal symptoms, and so I'm gonna take it as I'm addicted to that. Okay, number 3, Ollie B wants to know, what did you want to grow up to be when you were younger? When I was younger, I watched a lot of, actually I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of TV, but I was allowed to watch the Houston ASPCA, which is like animal cops. They go in to save the animals and they're cops and they can arrest the people that abuse animals. My whole life I've been like an animal lover. I've always wanted to help the animals. So from when I was about 8 to 15, that's what I wanted to do. And then I discovered I liked art. Then I discovered I wasn't good at it. And then I discovered photography. And then I discovered that you can't really get a future from it. And then here I am on YouTube. So maybe down the line I'll figure out what I'm good at and what I can make a living off of. Next question comes from Gamer Whale. And he asks, what is your favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon has always been Charizard. It'll always be Charizard. And I don't know why, I just like dragons. I really like dragons. And Charizard is the most amazing looking dragon. Vomyam wants to know, why do you like pandas? Well, to be honest, back when I started to like pandas, it wasn't really much. Like my friend Josh, all the way from Australia, hi Josh, he sent me the panda hat, which you all saw on Haters Gonna Hate. He sent me that panda hat, and I had a panda shirt just randomly, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna make a panda dance. So I made up Haters Gonna Hate, and yeah, ever since that, then my friend Toby, Jizzle, shout out, hi Toby, if you want to follow him on Twitter, you totally should, because he's totally cool. So then he sent me, I think he sent me a panda, and I named it Toby. I'm pretty sure he sent me, no, I don't know. Toby, did you send me a panda? I know he sent me my panda case, and my phone, where's my phone? Here it is, he sent me this. So yeah, my first panda, is it here? Yes, come here, Toby. This, I sound like this was my first panda. It's like a beautiful china doll. I'm going to keep him on a shelf on a trophy case, completely dust-free. I'm going to keep him forever. I hope that scared you as much as it scared me. Connor Dat Pro wants to know who got me into video games. I actually got myself into video games, surprisingly. When I was about 7, my uncle bought me a PlayStation 1, well, me and my brother. And my brother got Crash Team Racing with Crash Bandicoot, and if you don't know who that is, then you can get out of the room now. Just go, because that's the best video game next to Spyro. Yeah, gamer. Hit me up. My first video game though was Frogger 2, and unfortunately as a kid, I could only play for 30 minutes a day, so it took me forever to beat that Frogger 2 game, but I did it in the end. And then my brother wanted to play it, and I wouldn't let him unless he let me play his game, which eventually he did. And so ever since then, I've always played video games a lot. Not as much as I do now, but that's because I was limited back then. Now I am 20 years old. I can play video games when I want. But yeah, that's what got me into video games. Liz1103 wants to know, would you ever perform in front of a crowd, like stand-up comedy or something? I I don't think so. Mainly because I'm not funny. Like, I can be funny on camera because I can go back and get rid of it if it's not funny. But like if I'm in front of people and I crack a joke and I think it's hilarious but no one else does, then you're kind of like, crap. I have, to see, like, this is the thing, like if I went up and did like a motivational speech, I love speaking in front of thousands of people. I love, like, vlogging, it makes sense. Like, I don't mind it, because when I was in 8th grade, I did a speech at my chapel, because I went to private school. I made a speech in front of hundreds of people, and they're all laughing. Maybe I am funny. Nah. They're all laughing, they're all enjoying it and everything, and I got a message through, and I actually really enjoyed talking in front of like crowds, and I didn't get nervous. I got a little jittery, but I guess that was adrenaline. But I don't know. I don't think I would do comedy unless I went up and was like, you want to hear a butt joke? And then yeah, you can tell what happens from there. Chris Barnes _98 wants to know, would I high five a fan or hug a fan? Now, I met a bunch of you guys at Eurogamer, like I met a bunch of you, and a lot of you were really cool. However, there was a lot of people that didn't want to touch me. Like, I got the whole floating hand thing. I don't know if I like intimidated people, but I can imagine if like I was gonna go meet someone like Smosh or someone, I'd be like, Jordan _Wright 23 wants to know, if you could have a meal with 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be? Jesus. Does people count like One Direction? Do they count as one? They're gonna count as one. So Jesus, One Direction, and Shane Dawson, because I freaking love Shane Dawson. Andrew Marshall 10 asks, can you sing? Not at all. Ermagerd Jack asks, is the metaphorical glass half empty or half full for you? I don't know. I think for a long time I did see it as half empty, but more recently I've been like, oh yeah, you still got this, you got this, you got this, it's great, like we're good. So yeah, I think it's half full. Now that I'm talking about drinks, I would like a Dr. Pepper. But I must resist. I must resist. I have to stop drinking so many Dr. Pepper. I've been drinking a Dr. Pepper. I drank a Coke. Does that count? I drink a Dr. Pepper yesterday. I'm trying to like make them days. So I hope you liked the question and answer. And I shall make more eventually if you guys come up with better questions, so I don't repeat myself. And yeah, I will get back to you guys later.